You know, there are not too many places on Disney property to find topiaries like this, but there is one place in particular that has them all. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back at Epcot for the International Festival of the Holidays. Look at that. Epcot's giant Christmas tree. See if we can take a closer look at some of the ornaments that are on it. Take a look at this tree. A lot of the ornaments that are on it represent a whole bunch of different countries from around the world. We have Mexico over here. Further up north we have Canada. I see the United States up there. And so many more all over this tree. That is incredible. It actually wasn't that long ago that Epcot was celebrating the International Food and Wine Festival, and it has come about that there is basically going to be a festival in Epcot almost all year round long. No matter what time of year you come to Epcot, pretty much there's going to be a festival going on. We've already gotten confirmed that the International Festival of the Arts is returning next year in January. Then we have the International Flower and Garden Festival. Then it is the Food and Wine Festival not long after that, and then the Festival of the Holidays is going to be coming back next year. So it is absolutely fantastic time to be at Epcot, and it's a fantastic time to be a fan of Epcot as well. Now you might have noticed that I am wearing a hoodie. Yes, it is cold. The temperature has indeed dropped down to winter levels here in Florida. Now, this is Floridian cold. It's about 58 degrees right now, which some of you northerners might be like, huh, that's summer weather. But for us, it is actually kind of cold. So we are going to walk around the World Showcase and see what kind of different things that we can see for the holidays around the world, and maybe even take a look at the Candlelight Processional if we get the chance to. But might I say, this is quite a beautiful night for Epcot. Absolutely stunning. It was cloudy and gloomy earlier today, but soon the clouds and storms left, and we are left with this beautiful sunset across the horizon. That is incredible. We have a friendship boat coming in over here to take people over to the Morocco Pavilion. Again, illuminations all set up. Now this is something that I didn't notice before. I don't know if they've always done this, but the globe is already at the center of the lake. Normally the globe is back there by the American Pavilion. That's where its dock is, somewhere over there. And during the show it makes its way to the center of the lake. But it's already here. That's interesting. I don't know if they always do that or if they're going to be moving it back to its dock later before the show starts. But yeah, that's interesting. It is just so beautiful here. I just can't stand it. It is so beautiful. The weather is perfect. I love the cold weather. I absolutely love the cold weather. I'd rather bundle up and be cold than be hot. You can always bundle up as much as you can with more layers, but you can only get so naked when it's hot. And just like the International Food and Wine Festival, they have different booths set up around World Showcase in the different pavilions to showcase different flavors of the holidays from around the world. Definitely not as many booths as the Food and Wine Festival, but there are still booths nonetheless for you to try and sample different foods from around the world. Over here in the UK Pavilion, you can meet Father Christmas, which is the UK representation of Santa Claus. Very cool. Normally before he does his meet and greets, he does a little show where he talks about the history of Christmas in the UK, I think. And now he's doing his meet and greet after the show. Oh yes, the crowds are definitely abundant today. Lots and lots of crowds.
فيها جمع قدرة مولا 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 حمراء مولا 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 قدرة
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the hips were strong with that one. I only got to see like 5 minutes of that show, but that lady had the hips. Holy crap, guys. Look at this line.
I think that was it.
This is the line to get into the Candlelight Processional. Wow. That is actually insane. As much as I would like to see this show tonight, I think I am perfectly content with watching it from the outside of the theater because I don't do lines. I do not stand in long, lengthy lines like this. If I can watch it from the outside, then I will be perfectly content. If I can just listen to it, I will be content because it's all just singing and music. So this is what everyone is waiting in line for, the Candlelight Processional. And tonight's narrator is Kurt Russell, also known as the father of Star-Lord in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, if you've ever seen that. The first showing is at 6:45, the next one will be at 8:15. And I learned that this line over here, on this side, is just for the dinner package people. So if they ate at a restaurant and they purchased the dining package for the Candlelight Processional, that's their line. And on the opposite side is the line just for standbys. So those standbys aren't even guaranteed to get in. It looks like the majority of the theater is going to be filled with just the dining package people. And they're letting them in right now. That is crazy. Like I said before, I'm perfectly content with watching it from out here or listening to it from out here because there's no way that I'm going to deal with the madness that is that. Some of these people have been waiting in line for probably hours just to get an up-close seat. And even then, this theater is fairly small. It's not a very large theater, so that is crazy. The theater is already 3/4 of the way full, and they haven't even started letting in standbys yet. That's how many dining packages people there are. That's crazy. But from my spot right here, it's not going to be a bad view. All the show is going to be happening right here, and we'll have a view of Kurt Russell, who's going to be right over there.
Evening, everyone, and welcome. I'm not sure if you know, but Walt Disney began the tradition of the Candlelight Processional at Disneyland, and for over 50 years, literally millions of guests have enjoyed the Christmas story, the traditional carols, and especially the glorious music of the holiday season. I invite you now to sit back and enjoy our magnificent orchestra, our singers. So if you're ready, Maestro, let's begin. In the 6th month, the angel Gabriel was sent from God to a city of Galilee named Nazareth, to a virgin who was betrothed to a man whose name was Joseph, of the house of David. And the virgin's name was Mary. And he came to her and said, "Greetings, O favored one, the Lord is with you." But she was greatly troubled at the saying and tried to discern what sort of greeting this might be. The angel said to her, "Do not be afraid, Mary, for you have found favor with God. And behold, you will conceive in your womb and bear a son. And you shall call his name Jesus." time came for her to give birth. And she gave birth to her firstborn son, and wrapped him in swaddling clothes, and laid him in a manger, because there was no place for them in the inn.
And this over here is the standby line for the 8:45 show. Guaranteed, a lot of these people are not going to get in. I can almost guarantee that. The line weaves all the way around back there. Now that is a lot of people. I had to come over here into a little corner for some lighting, but that Candlelight Processional was really, really cool. That was my first ever Candlelight Processional. In all the years that I've been coming to Disney, I've never seen the Candlelight Processional, so that was actually a really, really cool experience. Kurt Russell, fantastic. I grew up watching a lot of his movies, and so it was really cool to see him in person. He did a really good job with his narration. The music was really good. Not gonna lie, my eyes always get sweaty with respect every time I hear live Christmas music. Live music in particular, I thoroughly enjoy. I like a lot of music, but live music in particular, I really enjoy. And Christmas music is no exception. I absolutely love Christmas music. thing that I have to warn you guys about is that there are a lot of people who buy dining packages for the Candlelight Processional, and they are guaranteed to get a seat. There is also a standby queue, but like I was saying earlier, the standbys are not guaranteed to get in. They only a handful of standbys into that showing for the Candlelight Processional. So definitely, if you're coming here and the guest narrator is someone really popular like Kurt Russell or Whoopi Goldberg, I know in years past they've had Neil Patrick Harris, definitely consider getting a dining package for the show so that you're guaranteed a seat. But other than that, that was absolutely fantastic. I will definitely come back and see it again if given the chance. So I just realized that I never filmed an outro for when I was at Epcot a little while ago. I left Epcot and I decided to come to Disney Springs, and I went to AMC and I watched a movie. The movie that I decided to watch, don't judge me. Anyways, you know, I was at Epcot, and I sat down and I was like, what do I want to do for the rest of the night? Because I wasn't staying for Illuminations, and it was only about 8 o'clock. And I sat down and I was thinking, you know, why not go to the Magic Kingdom? But then I got to thinking, I'll probably stay there at Magic Kingdom until midnight. My feet were already hurting me from standing waiting for the Candlelight Processional for almost an hour, plus the 45 minutes for the show. Then I would have to fight the crowds out of the park and then fight the monorail just to get back to the TTC. And I was like, you know what, forget it, it's not worth it. Just come to Disney Springs and watch a movie. So yeah, I don't regret anything. The movie was shown in the new Dolby Theater that they have, so it had the reclining seats and everything. I was so relaxed. A nice 3-hour-long movie. But yeah, tomorrow is going to be another exciting, fun day. We're going to go to Universal Studios in the morning, and then we're going to head off into SeaWorld. So those are going to be 2 separate videos. So very excited about that. Going to head on down to SeaWorld and show you guys all the Christmas stuff. Going to do a lot of filming tomorrow, so you can expect quite a few videos coming out from tomorrow. So with that, I am going to head off to my hotel, and I will see you guys in the next video.